Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Today there is going to be no lecture about Ba'ad or Wa'id. I'm going to give you a little bit of history lesson, a 10-minute probably history lesson about the origins of Hajr aswad, the black stone. That what happened to black stone, where it came from, and what happened after to Hajr aswad. As you all know, Hajr aswad came down from Jibreel alayhi salam to Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. And Hazrat Jibreel gave the black stone Hajr aswad to Ibrahim alayhi salam, and he built the kaaba and he put it in the kaaba. And it stood there for 4,000 years. Hajr aswad was there for 4,000 to 5,000 years in kaaba. And then 100 years before Sayyidina Muhammad's birth, there was a civil war in Mecca between two tribes, Jurham and some other tribe in Mecca. And the tribe in Mecca beat the Jurham tribe, and they were forced out of the Mecca 100 years before the coming of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the tribe, the leader of tribe of Jurham, he said, I'm going to go out, but I'm going to destroy Kaaba, and I'm going to take Hajr aswad from here. So he destroyed Kaaba, completely burned Kaaba, and he stole Hajr aswad from Kaaba, and he took it far away and hid it somewhere in the desert. That was Allah's decree, that an old lady was hiding there, where he was hiding the Hajr aswad in the desert, far away from Makkah, and she saw that where they were burying the stone, and the whole Jurham went away. And the lady came back and told the tribe that Hajr aswad is at that location, and the stone came back to Mecca at that time. And they put it back in Kaaba. They rebuilt Kaaba. Kaaba has been rebuilt so many times. All these bricks in the Kaaba are not original. The only original stone is the Hajr aswad. The last renovation of Kaaba was in 1997 when they changed the bricks, the big bricks of the Kaaba. All these bricks have been changed so many times they have been destroyed, burned. 3 or 4 times Kaaba was destroyed and burned. And they are renovating the stones every 100 to 200 years. So this is the only stone which is still here after 4,000 to 5,000 years. And this is history. There is no other structure like that, like Hajr aswad, for 4,000 to 5,000 years that it's still there. So after you all know that the tribe, our Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, came, and he was the Amin and Sadiq and Amin, and then all the tribes rebuilt Kaaba again, and they said, okay, they put a sheet and they put the stone in the middle, and our Nabi put the stone back in the corner of Kaaba. And then it was there for so long. But the thing, when he was stealing, Jurham was stealing the rock, he hit that rock so hard at that time, 100 years ago, that it cracked a little bit, or it got weakened a little bit. The stone is not that big. The stone that came from heaven was like a regular boulder, like a regular stone. So he hit that stone at that time, so it got weak or cracked. But they didn't notice it, they put it back, and then it came Abdullah ibn Zubair's time. If Abdullah ibn Zubair's time, like 100 years after, he thought that no, it's not going to happen again. We have to secure this stone in Kaaba. So he made a silver utensil, a structure, and he put the stone in that structure, in a utensil kind of thing, a round thing, and he put it back in the Kaaba. And after that, 100 more years passed. Nothing happened to the stone. And then came Harun al-Rashid time. Harun al-Rashid was from the Khalifa from Baghdad. Now the money was flowing in the Islamic empire. So he came in 190 Hijri to Mecca, and when he was doing tawaf, he saw the utensil of the Hajr aswad so rusted and so bad. So he thought, he gave the orders to his army that make another utensil like an oval shape that we see today. He spent many fortune on that. Harun al-Rashid is the one who spent a lot of money on Mecca and Medina. He was very rich in Baghdad, and it was all coming, the money was coming from Baghdad for construction in Mecca or Medina. Harun al-Rashid, in 190 Hijri, he made an iglot and made an oval shape, and he put that stone in that iglot and put it back there in Kaaba. And after that, 200 more years passed, and the big tragedy happened in 317 Hijri. 317 Hijri, when there was a tribe, Karamita. Karamita was a tribe. That is the breakaway of that tribe. Right now, nowadays are Ismailis and Aga Khani. These are the breakaways of that group. That was the most radical group at that time, 317 Hijri. They hated Muslims so much that they started fighting with the Meccans. They came and they, in the Hajj 317 Hijri, they attacked Kaaba in the time of Hajj, and they killed, murdered 20,000 Hujjaj in Kaaba, and there was blood flowing all over the Kaaba, and they took all the bodies and filled the Zamzam, well of Zamzam, so people cannot drink the water from Zamzam. It was a big disaster, and they destroyed Kaaba, they burned Kaaba, and they tried to take the stone out of Kaaba, but it was so hard because of the Harun Rashid structure that they started hitting with the axe, and it got into pebbles. The Hajr aswad lost the whole entirety, and it becomes 15 to 20 pebbles, a small pebble. But he took all the pebbles from there, put it in a basket, and took it to Qatif. Qatif is an area near Bahrain where all these nowadays they have that location. And he made another Kaaba there and put all the stones in the Kaaba, and they were doing Tawaf at Qatif, which is near Bahrain, far away from Saudi Arabia. And 22 years the people did Hajj in Mecca without Hajr aswad. But it started, people were saying that okay, there were two tribes, they started fighting between each other, Fatimids and this Qamatir, they were fighting with each other there. So everybody was blaming Fatimids that because of you, they took the Hajr aswad from here, so you better return it back. So they had a fight, and they said, okay, you better give this Hajr aswad back to Meccans so we can finish this fight. So there was somebody put all the stones back in something and put it in a mosque in Baghdad. So from Baghdad, in Kufa. So from Kufa, that came back. But the person who was the leader of Mecca at that time, he said no. We put that thing he made. Who was that? Sulaiman al-Qaruni. That was the name. He was the Khalifa of Uthmaniyat Khalifa. He was the Khalifa in Uthmaniyat, and he said, no, I'm going to fill this with molten glass and tar and put these stones in the middle of these so nobody can steal it back. Because it was small pebbles now. So the 7 stones went inside the tar and the molten glass, and there are 5 stones that are still up there, you can see, but only 4 stones. 4 stones are the ones that you can actually see, which are only little bit like this kind of stone, that is you can see or kiss or touch those stones. But the Sulaiman al-Qaruni said, FYI, no Khalifa of Uthmaniyat never came to perform Hajj. For some reason, there's another tangent, but the Khalifas of all the Uthmaniyya Khilafah, they never came to Mecca or Medina to perform Hajj. So this king, Sulaiman al-Qaruni, he said that, bring me the Hajr aswad to me. So they took only 5 pieces from Hajr aswad and took it back to Istanbul. And Sulaiman Qaruni made a masjid in Turkey, which is still there. It's called Muhammad Pasha Masjid, which is right a couple of minutes from Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque. You can still go in there, and he put all the 5 stones on the pillars. One is above Mihrab, one is on the door, one is it's been there. So the 5 stones, 4 to 5 stones, are still there in Muhammad Pasha Mosque. You can, whoever go to Turkey, they can see everything, or you can Google it, you can put it on YouTube, they will show you. It's still there. You can still go there and see that. And all the other stones are still here. Alhamdulillah, for the last 550 years. I'm going to end this khatira by just saying that Umar bin Khattab, once he was doing the tawaf, he went to Hajr aswad and he said, "You are nothing but a rock. You are nothing but a rock. You will not benefit me. You will not harm me. The only reason I kiss you because my Prophet kissed you. And it's a sunnah to kiss that." So we should all remain in the realm of our religion and control our emotions. And yes, it's a sunnah to touch Hajr aswad. It's sunnah to kiss if you have ever chance. That's an amazing feeling to kiss Hajr aswad. Inshallah, may Allah take us all there. A little bit of history of Hajr aswad. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا